how bright is the future of Petty GMS? I'd say it's pretty bright. I've gotten multiple requests for this topic, and I wanted to talk about it today, especially in light of the recent news that Dillon will not be returning to the 42 car next year, and because it looks like Noah Gragson will be taking his spot. This is probably the right move for the team right now. Gragson is very talented, he is Cup ready, and he has a very strong relationship with the 42 car's current sponsor, Black Rifle Coffee Company. It wouldn't at all be surprising to me if Black Rifle expands their sponsorship of the 42 car by taking at least part, if not all, of the funding that they're providing for Gragson's current ride at JRM and moving it over to the 42 car with him. So that gives Petty GMS a presumed driver lineup of Eric Jones, who seems to be expected to re-sign with the team, and Noah Gragson, which is easily the best lineup that they've had for any team carrying the Petty name in the last 10 years, probably going back even further than that. When I started watching NASCAR in 2002, Petty Enterprises was a shell of the powerhouse it had once been. In fact, from 2000 to the start of several mergers in 2008, they only managed to put a car in the top 20 in points one time. In 2009, immediately following the merger with Gillette Evernham and the rebranding to Richard Petty Motorsports, they had a 10th place finish in points and 2 wins with Casey Kane, who they got as part of the merger. But Kane would leave before the end of Richard Petty Motorsports' second season. From then until the end of 2021, they'd win a couple of races with Marcus Ambrose and one with Eric Almirola, but they wouldn't have anyone finish higher than 15th in points. I'm not going to dive into the whole medallion financial rabbit hole, but I want to talk about what happened last year and why that set up so nicely for the team's future. I believe Eric Jones is criminally underrated, and in 2021, Richard Petty Motorsports was able to pluck him out of the NASCAR bargain bin and put him in the 43 car. Then in December, Maury Gallagher's GMS Racing bought a majority stake in Richard Petty Motorsports. GMS Racing was a championship-winning truck series team and had already announced its plans to jump to the Cup Series with support from Chevy. So there was fear that they were just buying up RPM for the resources and would kick the king to the curb. But these fears were quickly calmed with the announcement that the Cup team would be called Petty GMS Motorsports, and Richard Petty was going to be the frontman for the team. Now, I, for one, believe that there are big things in the future for Petty GMS. First of all, Maury Gallagher is not like other investors who have come and gone with the team in the last decade or so. He may have made his money in the airline business, but he's not an investment banker. He's in this to race, and has proven that by building a truck series team that has won multiple championships. He's previously fielded an Xfinity team, and was already going Cup racing with support from Chevy before the deal with RPM ever came together. He was ready for this. Secondly, the funding that is coming in. Focus Factor signed on to sponsor the 43 car for 26 races as part of a multi-year deal, providing the team with much-needed sponsorship stability. Black Rifle Coffee Company has been on the 42 car for multiple races this year, and if Noah Gragson is in the 42 car next year, it's easy to see them expanding their partnership, further solidifying the team's sponsorship and funding. Finally, there's the access that the team has to GMS Racing's Truck Series team. Richard Petty Motorsports dabbled in the Xfinity Series from 2011 to 2016, but with the exception of 2012, they never really put together even a semi-competitive effort in that series. Teams carrying the Petty name have never really had a true driver development program. As I've said, GMS Racing is a very successful truck series team, and having access to it is a big deal. Being able to develop new talent is a big part of achieving sustained success. So, for all these reasons, I think that Petty GMS has a very bright future ahead of it. I still think that Eric Jones can find victory lane before the end of this year, maybe even before the playoffs. And if Jones finds victory lane this year, then I would look for multiple wins next year. So I want to make one last point, but before I do, if you've enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. I've had a lot of fun developing this channel, and I really appreciate the support that I get from all of you. So now my last quick point. I like Ty Dillon, and I'm sad to see this happening to him. I think he's a solid driver who takes care of his equipment, and if you put him in the right situation, who knows what he could turn into. I'd really like to see him in a really competitive Xfinity Series ride for a year or two and see what he can do. Hey, if Noah Gragson is going to Petty GMS, then maybe Ty and Noah can end up just switching rides. It probably won't happen, but I'd sure be happy if it did. So that's what I've got for today. Please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.